Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter fucking Joseph here for another video on this Saturday night! February the 17th, 2024. Thank you for watching right here on the very evil, very scary, and very motherfucking legend. Wait for it. Wait for it. Dairy. Very fucking legendary, home of all things ranting, PG Rant. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this very channel and my other epic channels, which are down there. You know where they are, in the description box below. So, subscribe to them, show them your love and support, and all that other good shit. Don't forget to smash that like button. Stick that thumb straight up everybody else's ass, because that's where it belongs. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video, because if you miss the next video, you're pretty much SOL. And you know what that means. Ha ha ha. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so smack that bell to death. You know, basically treat it like it's, you know, a fake bitch. You know, a tough guy. But, you know, just smack that bell around like, you know, it's your mama. Or whoever. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Leave a comment if you wish. If you leave stupid comments, you're getting blocked. If you follow me on social media and you're fake, you're getting blocked. And pretty much you can't do anything about it because you're going to just cry me a river, basically. And you can all go fuck yourselves. And that's pretty much it. And don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe. And if you're new here, you're watching me for the very first time, you like what you see, then please hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button on this very channel, and check out my other channels as well. And as I always say, for 15 goddamn years, welcome to the party, pal! We hope you enjoy the ride, and if not, you can go fuck yourself and get out of here. Go on somebody else's dead channel with 2 subs, and no videos. Go on their channel and go suck them off. I care less. But it is what it is. And that's pretty much it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this, well, kind of cold. It is cold. On this cold, blah, Saturday night, February the 17th, 2024, on the PG Rants channel. Once again, my name is Peter Joseph. I'm a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling, or anything else I feel like talking about. If you like it, great. You don't, get out of here. And we move on with that. Alright. President's Day weekend in full effect, my friends. And hope you had a great Saturday if you're in the Northeast. I don't think you had a great Saturday because you were digging out from a lot of snow today. Especially if you're up north in Boston. And anywhere, you know, up north, up I-95 north. You know, it is what it is. Winter is still holding on. We got another couple weeks left of winter. We got about a month to go officially before spring starts. And I don't know what's going on with the hedgehog. He's saying that we're getting an early spring. Where is it? Where is it? This is the second storm in the span of a couple of days here in New York City. And we got a big one well, not a big one per se. We got a storm late Monday night into Tuesday, which dumped about 2, almost 3 inches of snow. Almost a little, around 2-3 inches of snow here. And then pretty much evaporated. You know, still had a little bit on the ground going into yesterday, but late last night into pretty much early this morning, we got another round, and a little bit bigger. This one was a little bit bigger, but think, some of the totals were a little bit exaggerated because some places got like 10 inches of snow, like Coney Island got 10 inches of snow. By the airport, got about 6 inches of snow. So I live right around that, a few minutes away from the airport. So I mean, I think my area got about 3 inches of snow. So, I mean, it is what it is. And, I had to go out and shovel, even though my back is killing me. So I had to break my back even more, shoveling this garbage white stuff, and not cocaine, or sugar. But in any case, I had to shovel the snow, I had to throw a little snow melt out, and then basically that was it. And then I slept most of the day. Well, actually, I slept a little bit after that. Then I went out for a little bit, just to get out and everything. Me and the missus went out for lunch and then came back, and pretty much after that we stayed home, took a little nap, and might be going out again, but we'll see. We might stay home. We might stay home the rest of the night, or it is what it is. I mean, it's like 10 o'clock at night, so I mean, we could go to the club if we wanted to, but probably not. Unless we get a cab and go to the city and then come back, but I don't know. We're thinking about it. But in any case, that's pretty much it. But if you're in the city, if you're in New York City, be careful on the roads and all that shit, and just be careful because it's still icy on the ground, and pretty much the snow that's on the ground now probably won't melt till maybe Thursday or Friday night. We're getting some rain finally. It's gonna be a little bit warmer. I mean, they did say next weekend we're gonna get 5 more inches of snow. I hope not, but seems like winter just doesn't want to go away. And that's pretty much it. So just be safe, be well on this President's Day weekend, and that's pretty much it. Alright, enough about that bull funky. Let's get to the topic at hand. And I gotta do a rant, ladies and gentlemen, about a certain topic that's been going around. We've been talking about the Vincent Kennedy McMahon stuff that's been going on. Vince got kicked out, basically, of WWE for good, gone from TKO, and all the stuff that was coming out with that woman coming out and basically, telling the stories of Vince, defecating on her face and everything, making her do lots of lewd sex acts with him, and then, John Laurinaitis! People power, baby! And then John Laurinaitis kind of throwing Vince under the bus, because he's a victim. And then Brock Lesnar's name came in with the woman saying that, she had sex with Brock or something like that. And then Vince with the whole dildos and everything was just nasty. I mean, Vince McMahon's a fucking pervert. I mean, I did a couple videos. I think I did a video on my Peter Joseph channel. Just check it out about the whole situation going on with John Laurinaitis and some other higher executives in Titan Towers, and with that woman and everything, and probably other women who might be coming out in this whole debacle with Vincent Kennedy McMahon. It is just wacky, and Hunter, can't say much about his dad, He's like, I don't want to talk about it, but other people like Seth Rollins talked about it in interviews, because, WWE, basically told their talent, they were just like, oh, you can't talk about this, keep it hush-hush. They're just coming out the woodwork, talking about this fucking case, and everything that's really making Vince McMahon even more of a fucking asshole. But this one, that, and I read this a couple of days ago, I meant to do this a couple of days ago, and the whole thing with Ashley Massaro, oh, my sweetheart, Ashley Massaro, coming out now that all the stuff that she got raped in Kuwait in 2006, and pretty much was covered up by John Laurinaitis and Vince McMahon. And it was just sad. And then I saw one of her friends, I forgot, I don't even know, actually, I don't know her name. She was on some program talking about Ashley Massaro, her friend, and all the stuff that she said in that interview was like, what? Talk about, oh, Vince knew this, and then Stephanie McMahon's name gets brought into this. I'm like, Stephanie? I'm like, the whole McMahon family is a bunch of fucking perverts. They're fucking assholes. I wouldn't be surprised if we hear Hunter doing something, you know? But, yeah, so let me properly start this rant. And as the title below says, we're gonna get justice for Ashley Massaro. So, because this whole thing with the Janelle Grant thing, like I just mentioned before, now Ashley Massaro's name is getting involved. I would assume more women are gonna come out with the whole thing with Vince McMahon and harassing them and shit. Maybe Candice Michelle comes out because she had to deal with that shit too. Even doing, she did all that stuff with Vince back in the day when Vince was a pervert, making out with him, and she said, I remember, she said that, kissing Vince is like kissing her dad, some shit like that. It was, really uncomfortable for her. I wouldn't mind. I mean, you're a hot chick like Candice Michelle was back in the Ruthless Aggression era, because she came over from porn, softcore porn. But still. But, her in those segments with Vince, basically making out with him and almost have, God knows what happened after the camera went off, and then behind the scenes, Vince probably wanted to fuck her. I mean, come on. I mean, who wouldn't? But Vince McMahon probably would, because he's a sick sexual deviant. I got a kinetic jackhammer. I got grapefruits. Why don't you just keep it in your pants? Fucking ass. But anyway, let's get to the story about Ashley Massaro. And I know this might be a little bit outdated, but I wanted to talk about this because it's been weighing on my mind over the last couple of days. And seeing that interview with Ashley's friend talking about that WWE knew about the rape in Kuwait in 2006, but they covered everything up. And, she started going down a really dark road with painkillers and all this other shit. Basically, she passed away in 2019 when she was about to make her comeback. And it's just, sad. So anyway, a friend of Ash, I'm reading from the Daily Mail, by the way. About Stephanie McMahon covering up the whole thing. So, a friend of Ashley Massaro has claimed that Stephanie McMahon, Helmsley, Stephanie Levesque, whatever you want to call it, helped to cover up sexual assault allegations made by the former WWE star who killed herself in 2019. She committed suicide 5 years ago, months after the dismissal of her lawsuit, claiming wrestling head injuries made her depressed and addicted to painkillers. She also additionally alleged prior to her death that WWE had discouraged her from reporting that she had been sexually assaulted in Kuwait during the WWE tour in 2006. That was, I think, had to be around the Tribute to the Troops tour. So anyway, yeah, she was sexually assaulted. I don't know, by Vince or by some of his higher-ups, or I doubt the soldiers there. I mean, I don't know about that, but I wasn't there. But anyway. So WWE issued a statement about Massaro's suicide, claiming that they were never made aware of her allegations. Bullshit. Vince McMahon later resigned, like I mentioned. He got kicked out from TKO after being accused of sex trafficking with the Janelle Grant case coming out, and that investigation is still ongoing, and Vince, of course, denies the allegations, labeling them as baseless claims. And then Ashley complained prior to her death that she had been told not to make her claims of sexual assault a public matter. So basically, Vince like, keep it hush hush, basically like that. And even the trainers and doctors knew. Sad. So her friend has now claimed Stephanie Mcmahon made her feel comfortable heading into a boardroom meeting before turning on her and attempted to cover up her complaint. Steph. Hi, Steph, but revealing the claim, she says Ashley told her, and her friend's name is Cara Pipia. She spoke with Vince many times. Vince and Steph, Vince had Stephanie take his place in the boardroom meeting, pussy, because she was a female and she knew she can keep Ashley comfortable. And basically, Stephanie and the board of executives played with her. And Cara says they played with her because everything that Stephanie had made her feel comfortable and safe about, as soon as they walked into the boardroom, basically Ashley was on her own. So she had no safety net. She was threatened and there was no compassion, no sympathy, nothing. That's fucked up. So I mean, that is just sad to hear that Stephanie McMahon, a woman who had a big influence over the women's wrestlers during the Ruthless Aggression era and the Attitude era. I mean, she kind of started the women's evolution when she brought in people like Bayley, Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte. And then Paige comes in, around that time too. And then the women's division, the women's evolution started, the Divas division, stuff like that. Total Divas, Total Bellas, all that stuff with the women. Even the Evolution pay-per-view was kind of Stephanie's idea. But hearing this, if you're a woman wrestler now, and you're hearing this, you're like, oh man, Stephanie's a bitch. I mean, if I was a women wrestler, I would really, really, really stay away from the WWE. I wouldn't even want to work for the WWE at this point. Even if you're working in Titan Towers, because you got perverts there. You gotta work. Well, you can't work for Vince no more. Now you gotta work for Hunter and Nick Khan, man. So at least, maybe some of these women now that are working for WWE might feel a little bit safe. But then again, the women's wrestlers all of them are hot. So, what do you mean? You're saying Nia Jax is hot? I didn't say that. But you said all the women are hot. Well, besides Nia Jax. But anyway, I digress. Woohoo! Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I feel really nervous for all the women now in WWE. Especially like Asuka, Kyrie, Io, and Lola Vice, and all the women in NXT, because they gotta do, they're there with other men, and how men are, perverts that they are, not me, but per se, but just saying. It's just, you gotta worry about them, and and even all the indie companies now, you hear all these stories about women getting sexually harassed and sexually assaulted by, the promoters or the wrestlers themselves in the back and everything. It's crazy. I mean, we heard about a woman's wrestler, I forgot her name, but she was in Booker T's Reality of Wrestling promotion, and she got fired because one of the wrestlers basically sexually assaulted her, or harassed her, or something, stalked her, basically. She goes over to Booker T. Booker T's like, oh, you're fired. That makes no sense to me. You're reporting a fucking crime to the promoter. I don't care if it's Booker T or not. You're trying to be safe and all. And it just makes no fucking sense to me. That this woman gets fired after another wrestler stalks her. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. You know? And what's even worse is that I was on Twitter tonight, and I was reading through, going through the timeline. I see Dave, Grimm, talking about Dalton, his old friend Dalton. Now we call him the Dilf. I don't know why he calls himself that. And he allegedly sexually harassed another indie worker, another female worker, and all this stuff, and it's just craziness. What's going on in the world of professional wrestling with all these women, getting harassed. You hear them getting harassed or raped. Sometimes they'll come out and say, "Yeah, I got raped," or like 5 years later, they come out with all these things that's happened back in the day, or they do a U shoot or whatever. And even though the old time ladies, well, I don't know about Victoria per se, but the Attitude Era girl ladies like Molly Holly and Melina, Trish, Lita, probably, they probably have some stories about them being, like Vince making a pass at them and some shit like that. I would probably WCW with some of the women there. Not that there was a lot of women in WCW per se, but I wouldn't put it past that. But mostly it was it's indie stuff now. It's mainly WWE. I don't think AEW, I don't think anything is happening, and if it did, Tony Khan would know about it. But, I think Tony Khan and company have a pretty good, safety system for the women and everything. Unlike WWE. But, this whole thing with Ashley Massaro pisses me the fuck off. That Stephanie and Vince and John Laurinaitis and the other idiots in the boardroom covered this whole thing up with Ashley, and then we're finding out this now because of the whole Vince McMahon scandal with Janelle Grant. I mean, come on. I mean, this is sad. I mean, watching this interview with her friend Cara Pipia, I was freaking pissed off. I'm like, how can you cover that up? You're Stephanie McMahon. It just goes to show how much the McMahon family is pretty much fake. Vince, we all know, is a fucking sexual deviant. He's a piece of fucking shit. He's a senile, 78-year-old bastard who should be thrown in jail for the rest of his goddamn life. And if he dies, I mean, it'd be sad, but I'm like, good. Good. He's going to hell. For all the shit he's done in the last couple years and everything. I'll be sad that Vince died, one of the pillars of wrestling. Without Vince, there would be no wrestling. Right now, in the 80s and up to now, there'll be no ECW without Vince McMahon's influence of Paul Heyman. There would be no Ring of Honor. There would be no TNA. There would be no GCW or even AEW without influence from Vince McMahon. Because Vince McMahon is wrestling. Without Vince, wrestling would pretty much cease to exist. Pretty much, But, I think when Vince dies, a lot of people are like, oh, good! I mean, like I said, when Vince does die, yeah, it'll be sad for me because, I'm old school, and as we all know, old school is cool. I grew up in the late 70s, I grew up in 76, I didn't start watching wrestling until 1979 with the AWA. And then I started getting into the Hulk Hogan era, WWF. Even before that, WWF, before it became WWF. I was at WrestleMania 1. But I didn't know about WWE until really the AWA and then World Class Championship Wrestling came around, the NWA, the early days, until now, which became WCW. Now it's back to NWA. Blah, blah, blah. I lived through the 80s, the 80s with the golden era, Hogan. Macho Man in his series, yeah! Get! Rowdy Piper, all those greats in the 80s. I grew up with WWF. I really did. I grew up with WWF, had a lot of respect for Vince and the wrestlers there. I thought Vince McMahon was a fucking god, making WrestleMania. He was basically the founder and the owner, not the owner, but he made WrestleMania. Without WrestleMania, WWE would be nothing. There would be no big event. Not like Starrcade, but really Starrcade didn't start until like 80 something, I think, mid 80s, I think, right around after Mania started. So WCW is like, oh, we got to do something too, so they made Starrcade. But I grew up watching WWE. I still watch WWF, WWE now, because I'm a fan, and I'm a fan at heart. As much as I hate the promotion, some of the things they have done, especially the Vince year, when Vince was still around, from like basically 2015 on was kind of like Vince's final years. I'm like, this sucks. They go PG, which I thought was ridiculous. They got away from the violence and TV-14. They went to PG for basically 10 years, shoving a bitch like John Cena down our throats every fucking week. It was pathetic. I couldn't get into it. I was like, I can't stand this PG era. And like I said, I'm old school, so I grew up on Hogan. I grew up on, the fundamentals of wrestling, violence, blood, the Attitude Era. Attitude Era was the greatest thing in wrestling to me. It was like watching a fight. All the blood, or like Hell in a Cell, was like crazy. Even in WCW, when they had the cage matches, Ric Flair bleeding like a fucking faucet, and everything. Terry Funk, the great man you are, Terry Funk. I was a hardcore. Okay, Terry, stop. I grew up on that, the hardcore stuff, because I'm hardcore too. But I love tactical wrestling, like the late great Owen Hart, the late great Eddie Guerrero, I say, the Dynamite Kid, the British Bulldog, stuff like that, Bret Hart. I loved that aspect too. But, I was a big fan of Hogan and Savage, and then later on, Shawn Michaels and Triple H, Kane, the GOAT of all GOATs, The Undertaker, one of my favorite wrestlers of pretty much the modern era, and pretty much all time. Not the greatest, because we all know the greatest is Hogan, but the greatest wrestler of the modern era is The Undertaker. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, but it's Roman! Right, Roman's great, I know, but he's not, the greatest of the modern era. I mean, his title reign, yes, I would give him that, but cumulatively, Taker runs laps around fucking Roman. From basically since the Attitude Era, pretty much till he retired, he was like God. Not the God, but he was the god of professional wrestling in WWE. And then when Cena came around, I was like, Cena, Yeah, Cena did a lot. Yeah, 16 world titles, big fucking whoop. But, basically Cena was part of the reason why WWE started going downhill from 2010 all the way till he's The PG era kind of stopped in 2019, early 2020. And then we have the new era, the reality era. I don't know what era we're in right now. I care less. The boom era, whatever era we're in. I mean, WWE is not the same, basically, as it was back in the Attitude Era. We all know that. I mean, there's some good stuff now. Roman being almost getting close to 1,300 days as champ. Nobody would have thought that somebody would get to that, around that level, or start a reign and get close to Bruno Sammartino, the record of all records that'll probably never be broken. As much as I would love to have Roman break it, is it going to happen? Probably not. I mean, it all depends on Roman and how the storylines go. Everybody thinks Cody's going to win at WrestleMania 40. No. Everybody's like, oh, Rock did this! Rock's doing this! He pointed at Roman! He says, you're gonna walk out a loser! Are you watching what you are watching on TV? What are you watching? You fucking marks. We got 6 weeks to Mania. They're playing this out. Yeah, Rock might cost Roman, maybe, but I have a feeling, we don't know, Cody brought in The Rock to screw Roman. We all know that. But you forget how smart The Rock is, and how smart Roman is, and you don't know about wrestling. Mania 40 is going to be I think it's going to be good. I mean, it shouldn't be Cody and Roman. I think it's, it should have been Punk Roman or somebody else and Roman. Rock Roman should have been the match. Still, I think it should be Rock and Roman. But I know we're going to get that probably at SummerSlam. Or maybe later, who knows. But you need a proper storyline for that. I mean, if Rock does cost Roman, yeah, there you go. You can build up that storyline from basically April the 8th all the way to SummerSlam, which is in August. So you got about a 4-month build for that. But I would even save that. I would even save it at SummerSlam. I would save it for either the Survivor Series or the Rumble next year. I know people want it at WrestleMania 41, but I don't know, but I mean, there's so many theories, there's so many things that can happen between now and 6 weeks from now at WrestleMania. So I still have a good gut feeling that Seth freaking Rollins is gonna cost Cody. I have a feeling. Because Seth says, like, oh, I'm gonna be your shield, but in turn, even though Roman said some shit about him, but basically, the WWE dropped the ball. They dropped the ball and basically made Seth Rollins and the World Heavyweight title worthless. And you can say, oh yeah, Punk got hurt, so now they had WWE had to pivot everything. I mean, yeah, you might have a point there, but still. Even if Punk would have, would have won the Rumble or won the Elimination Chamber, we would have seen Cody and Roman anyway. So we didn't even need The Rock. They needed The Rock, to kind of throw everybody off and everything. And then when Rock came back, he had that stare down with Roman, everybody's like, oh yeah, let's do this. Fuck Cody. Cody could go wrestle Seth and lose, which he should still do. Well, I guess we're never gonna get that unless like I think's gonna happen, that Seth is gonna turn on him on night 2. Like, everybody's gonna come out and try to stop Roman. Nick Aldis and Triple H and maybe Adam Pearce, Randy Orton, AJ, Eli. And everybody's gonna come out basically, and this whole match is gonna be a big, humongous clusterfuck ending. And then in turn, they help Cody win. Because Jimmy ain't gonna do anything and Solo ain't gonna do anything. And then The Rock, rock bottoms Roman. Cody hits those stupid Cody cutters, and then 3 crossroads, and then that's basically it. And then maybe just for shits and giggles, Seth stomps Roman. And then what what I would love to see is, after Rock did all that, Rock just like, he either leaves or he stays there, and then Cody goes for the cover, and then the referee is out, and then Rock wakes up the referee, and then Michael Cole's going nuts. The streak is over, and they go 1, 2, bam. Rock smashes Cody, which would be funny. Rock pulls Cody off. This is hypothetically. Rock pulls Cody off. Cody's like, "What are you doing?" And everyone's like, "What are you doing?" And then Rock bottoms Cody, and we all think, "Oh, he was good." We all thought that he was helping Cody. He just helped Cody, and now he's helping himself. I think Rock really wants to face Roman for the belt, which really doesn't need to, but it is what it is. But if Rock wants to fight Roman so bad, then I would have him turn, not at Mania, I have him turn probably much before SummerSlam. How? I don't know. I just don't think Cody is the guy to do it. Because Cody's not ready to be the face of the company. Even though Triple H gave his seal of approval to Cody, saying, "Hey, he's the guy." But pretty much the fans have given up on Cody with his "finish the story" crap. He's not finishing the story. He's not going to win the Universal title. He's going to win the WWE title. When? At Survivor Series. But how's that going to happen, Peter? How's that going to happen? Well, Cody can face Seth Rollins. Well, I wouldn't even say Seth Rollins. He gets the WWE title somehow from Damian Priest or whoever is the champion by then. That's it. I think Cody wins the WWE title at Survivor Series. And he does it at Madison Square Garden, where his dad, Dusty Rhodes, baby, the American Dream, kind of did it, but it didn't count. So, he does what his dad didn't do, and that's win the world title at MSG. So there you go. He finishes the story at Survivor Series. Because if this goes on and Roman wins, and then we go through all of 2024, and then next fucking Royal Rumble, Cody's definitely going to be in it, you know it. And then, God forbid, Cody wins again the third year in a row. What are you, Hogan? No. But, he wins it for the third year in a row, then I'm like, oh no, we're going to get another match? Rock Roman 3 at WrestleMania 41? Then I'm like, just give him the title then. Just give it to him. If I was Roman, I'm like, why do I have to fight him again? I beat him twice. I gotta beat him again the third time. I'm just like, here, Cody, just have the belt. I'm like, fuck you and your story. That's what we're kind of doing now. Fuck Cody. Fuck his his crybaby bitch fans. And fuck his whole story, finish this story gimmick. Fuck you. Alright? Fuck you, Cody Rhodes. Fuck you, WWE fans. And that's basically it. Fuck all you. This finish the story crap is over. Roman is retaining, and I swear if I hear anybody on YouTube give crap to The Rock or give crap to Roman, this thing has to end. This is bullshit. I'm leaving WWE. I'm never watching it again. You're a liar. You will still watch, because you got nothing else going for you. What are you gonna watch? Fucking Gilmore Girls or some shit? Come on now. You're gonna still watch professional wrestling. Whether it be AEW, pretty much AEW, because that's the only thing on TV now. And NXT, well, that's WWE banner. But I'm not gonna watch WWE ever again. This is crap. You're still gonna watch. You're still gonna watch professional wrestling. The sport of professional wrestling, might I add. You're still gonna fucking watch. And you're still gonna bitch and complain on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, on tout. You're gonna, basically do a Triple H. Me and Mark, we're not gonna watch anymore. We're gonna riot. Yeah. Why don't you have a riot in that shithole city of Philadelphia? Because you know there's gonna be a riot if Cody doesn't come out with that belt. Everybody's gonna riot in Philly. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? If Roman loses the belt because of The Rock, will I be mad? In a way, yes, but I'm still gonna be a fan after that. I mean, yeah, Roman had a great reign, 1,300 days. They didn't want to break Hogan's record, even though there was like hundreds of thousands of fucking stories coming out. Oh, Roman's gonna retain at Mania. He's gonna break Hogan's record in September. He should. He should. I mean, if they want to really do away with Hogan, not per se Hogan, they really want Roman to be a god, have him break Hogan's record. Go 4+ years as champ, then maybe lose to, I hate saying this, I know Issa and everybody's going to hate me for this, but I'm going to say it right now, CM Punk might be the guy to beat Roman Reigns. I have this feeling CM Punk, or I would say Walter, but I don't know. I mean, Walter beating him would be like freaking epic, but I doubt it. I mean, Braun Breaker just signed to SmackDown, so that gives Roman another challenger. And I said from pretty much since last year, Braun Breaker going to the main roster, he would be a great guy to face Roman, possibly beat him. What would happen? Probably not right now, but I think maybe by next year, he'd be a freaking monster. I mean, he just had his debut match, which is going to debut, you're going to see it on next Friday's SmackDown. But he might fight Walter, who's the last guy to lose to him, for the Intercontinental title, but then, we gotta move him over to Raw. Or, what I think they're gonna do with the draft, or the brand split, whatever they're gonna do after WrestleMania, they're gonna take the titles and move them over to the different brands. So, if Braun wins the Intercontinental title, then the Intercontinental title is gonna be on SmackDown. Now, there's reports saying Eli Drake might win the United States title at Mania from Logan Paul. Then I'm like, well, I guess you're gonna have to move him over to Raw, because you can't have two basically mid-card champions on the same promotion. Not the promotion, sorry, the same brand. So Eli, in turn, will have to go to Raw. Or Braun might get traded from SmackDown to Raw. I don't know how it's gonna work. So, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with that, but I just had this gut feeling that this whole bloodline storyline with Rock turning heel, because Cody had to make a comeback, and, Cody took his spot, after Rock took his spot, Rock got all that heat and everything. Rock's like, alright, I'm going to turn heel. Fuck you, Cody, for now. I'm going to turn heel, but I'm going to turn heel and play Roman Reigns like a fiddle, and Roman knows. Paul Heyman knows this. If you watched the promo last night, you see Paul like this. When Rock was pointing at Roman, saying, I'm gonna make sure that you walk out of here a loser at WrestleMania. He was kind of pointing at Roman. Everybody's saying, oh, you're pointing at the camera. But if you watch closely and you look at Paul's face, Paul's nervous, as we're going to see on SmackDown this week. Because now, Rock is now going to be known as the High Chief. Yeah, I'm spoiling SmackDown. I don't give a fuck. So, Rock will be known as the High Chief. So, take that what you will, what's going to happen. Rock's going to use all this heel persona. He's like, I'm the High Chief. I don't give a shit about you, Roman. You're the Tribal Chief. But I'm higher than you. That's how, Rock's gonna get all this power, and he's gonna say, well, fuck you, Roman, cost him at WrestleMania, and then next thing you know, Roman's gonna turn face, which he doesn't need to. But then, we get face Roman versus Hollywood heel Rock at SummerSlam. I mean, which would be good still. That'd be the match of SummerSlam. I just think I would love just to see heel Rock keep going with Roman and then turn on him later on in the year, like before SummerSlam. I just don't think it's gonna happen. It should not happen at Mania. If anybody should cost Cody, it should be either himself or Seth fucking Rollins. Or even Rock himself, but I mean, we got 6 weeks to go, so we got a lot of time to go. We got like freaking 40 some odd days before Mania hits, and anything can happen. Even probably before the match. Because you know it's going to be politicking. Roman's like, I got to keep the title. You know, and it depends on what fucking Cody wants to do. Not what Cody, what Hunter, Cody, Dwayne, Paul Heyman. I mean, does Rock, you know, because I know Roman wants to take a lot of time off. So, he could drop the title to Cody and then take like 6 months off and then come back at SummerSlam, or maybe I don't whatever pay-per-view in September or October, or maybe he comes back at the Rumble as number 30. I mean, there's so many things you can probably do with Roman when he comes back, but he will come back and he will get his title back eventually. But I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. But anyway, so as far as that, you know, I kind of went on a tangent a little bit with the Ashton Massaro thing, but still, Stephanie McMahon, I have one thing to say to you. You just lost all my respect. You lost all my respect, Stephanie. I always say, hi, Steph, but, you know, right now, Stephanie, fuck you, alright? And I'm not talking about literally fuck you. I'm talking really fuck you. I still don't understand how Vince and especially Stephanie covered this whole fucking thing up with Ashton Massaro. They knew something happened. They knew she got raped. They just like, oh, we don't care. How can you say that? How can you just have her get raped and, you know, she's coming to you saying, hey, I got raped. And then, oh, we're gonna have a board meeting, you know, we're gonna settle this, you know, we're gonna make you feel comfortable, we're gonna get to the bottom of this shit. And then next thing you know, Vince is like, I'm not gonna, Stephanie, come in here and talk to Ashley, you know, just keep it on the hush-hush, you know. And Stephanie comes in, and then basically Ashley's a woman on a lonely island with the other schmucks in the boardroom. What's she gonna do? And then it's sad her story ended in 2019 because she got addicted to painkillers. She looked frail. I think she got fired or she got released from WWE, and pretty much she was really on a downward spiral. I think she started getting better. She was at indie shows, even some here in New York. She looked great. She's gonna make an in-ring return, maybe to WWE, or maybe with another promotion. And then she did the interview at StarCast, which you can watch on YouTube, or just look it up. And 2 weeks later, she's dead, because she committed suicide. Probably, I don't know why she committed suicide, but I really think it was due to the painkillers. I think it was just due to I really think it's due to you know, she was thinking back in her mind with the whole allegations with Vince and shit. If she was alive today, I bet you nothing she would have came out and really gave Vince a fucking tongue lashing. And the entire, you know, Stephanie, John Laurinaitis, I mean, she would have told some stories. But, I mean, this is why I think a lot of other people were kind of agreeing with me on this. Vince McMahon has to freaking go to jail. WWE itself should be fine up the wazoo. Even fucking John Laurinaitis should be in jail. He's trying to play victim and trying to throw his buddy Vince McMahon under the bus. I'm a victim! Yeah, but you saw this happen. You did all that stuff to Janelle Grant. And probably other women that were in the company. And maybe some of the female wrestlers in the back. Who knows? You did that. You scarred these women for basically the rest of their lives. And you just come off as fucking perverts, Vince, John Laurinaitis, and Brock Lesnar. I don't know why, Brock, in a way, he's gone from WWE right now. I don't think he's ever coming back. He's supposedly out of the, he was out of the game. Now I think he's back in the game, the 2K24 game. He's not on the signature in the start of the program. He's basically gone. They're erasing him, like they are erasing Vince McMahon now, which is a good thing. They've been giving him the Benoit treatment. So now Brock's kind of getting that too, which is sad for Brock. And now TKO wants, they want all the McMahons out of WWE so they can just bring in Dwayne. They want to fire Hunter. That's not going to happen. I'll be surprised if Hunter steps down as CEO of WWE. And now WWE would be run by The Rock and Nick Khan, which would kind of be weird. I don't think Hunter's going anywhere. I don't even think Stephanie's going anywhere. Really, Stephanie should really come out and say something. They've been approached, her and Vince have been approached for comment about the whole Ashley Massaro thing. We haven't heard anything yet. Because, they want to, keep it hush-hush. They don't want to talk about it. No comment shit. They know something went on. And now all this stuff is coming out from all the stories that are coming out with Janelle Grant, Ashley Massaro, and probably 100 other women in WWE. So we're going to get a lot more stories probably by this year. I mean, it's just going to be a mess. And there's only one person to blame, and that's Vince McMahon. So, once again, Vince McMahon, fuck you. And that's pretty much it. Do I have anything else here? No, I think I spoke enough. So, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So, let me know your thoughts and opinions about the whole Ashley Massaro cover-up with Vince and Stephanie. And basically that's it. And let me know a little bit about the whole Cody Rhodes, Rock, Roman thing at Mania. If you want to talk about that, put it down below in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts and opinions and all that other good shit. And we move on with that. Alright, so I'm out of here, guys. I'm going to have my sensible dinner right now. I'm going to probably watch a movie and then maybe do my TNA review on my Killer Demons channel and then go to bed because I got things to do tomorrow. I got way better things to do than some of you people do. So, but I care less what some of you people do with your fake jobs probably and whatever you do. I care less, but I got better things to do with my time and better things to do with my life. Okay? And if people think that I have no life, I have no job and everything, and this and that, I have no real friends, you don't know shit, alright? You don't know shit. That's all I gotta say. You don't know my life, you just want to try to be me, and try to be better than me when you're not. Make all these false accusations about me, which are pretty much false. Try to insult me and make threats to me. I mean, I heard it all before. 15 years, and basically, I'm still here. And I'm still going to be here whether you like it or not. So, just deal with it and grow up and get the fuck out of here. Go fuck yourselves. And that's pretty much it. Because you're not going to bring me down, and you're not going to insult me. But you are going to acknowledge me for the rest of your fucking life. And if you don't like it, too goddamn bad, because pretty much you can't do a thing about it. You can make all the threats and all the shit you want. Still, I'm going to be here regardless. Because you can't do a rant like this, even if you tried. I'm not going to debate you just because, the title of the best ranter on YouTube. I don't have to prove a goddamn thing to any of you motherfuckers. That I'm the great thing. Oh, if you're the best ranter, why don't you go head-to-head with me in a debate? No, I don't have to do shit. I'm not going to debate some 20-something-year-old fucktard from a fuckhole city in America or somewhere in the world. I don't give a shit. And I guess I gotta listen to a boring as fuck opinion. Yeah, you're entitled to your opinion, but it's just boring. It comes off as boring. And I'm like, I got nothing to say. I was like, that's your opinion? That's stupid. And then you insult me in between the whole fucking little rant you want to do about whatever the topic is. That's stupid. So no, I'm not gonna do any debates. And then you say, oh, he's a pussy for doing that. Best ranter, but he acts like a pussy. He hides in this and that. I'm not hiding. I don't need to debate with any motherfucker. So, if you can't take me at face value, then get the fuck off my channel and go fuck yourself. Go live your fucking life. At your fucking, whatever job you do. You have a job, then worry about your fucking job. Worry about your fucking life. Don't worry about what I do in my spare time away from YouTube. And I'm not on YouTube 24/7, 365 like some people I know. I'm just saying. You can't take me at face value, then don't watch my videos, don't comment, don't even leave a comment, because you're gonna get blocked anyway. And whatever video you do about me, I don't really give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't care anymore what people say about me. If you don't like me, I don't give a shit. Get off my channel. But you're gonna stay on my channel because you're so fucking obsessed with me. That's it. Point blank. You're fucking obsessed. You have a problem and you need help. Go on somebody else's channel and try to do that shit, because you're not gonna do it on my channel. Go fuck yourselves. And that's it. Have a nice rest of your fucking life. You fucking assholes. That's it. Grow up. You 20 to 30-year-old motherfuckers thinking you're great. You're not. I got better things to do in my life. I got a great job. I got a great support system. Good, real friends on and off this website. And you can't prove it, because you can't pretty much prove anything about me. Oh, he's a pedophile. Can't prove that. Still can't prove it with facts. Still can't prove it. And like I said, if I was, I would be on a sex list right now. But am I? No. It's been pretty much almost 13 years now. It's pretty much a done deal. It's over. I've done some bad things in the past. I regret every single one of them. And I'm trying to be a better person now, because it's 2024. I'm not the same guy I was back in 2012, when I was 26 years old. I'm 47 now. Well, it was 36, whatever it may be. 30 I'm a different person now than I was back then. I may act wacky and all that shit, but that's just me. If you can't handle me at face value, like I said, get the fuck off my channel. Don't watch my videos. I don't give a shit if you go on Discord and make fun of me in Discord. I don't give a shit. Or you do your own videos, or you do live streams watching my videos. Thank you for the free view, though, assholes. But, I mean, I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. Did any of you matter to me on YouTube? No. No. I mean, I watch who I want to watch, like Joe Cronin, like Issa, like Wrestling Inc., or whoever it is. Whoever it is that are good people. And I've formed a lot of good relationships with them. And I like watching them because they put me at ease and everything. Great community and everything else. Because pretty much the IWC is shit. It's fucking bullshit. It's fucking shit. YouTube is fucking bullshit as it is. I only do it as a hobby. I don't do it just to make friends or to get a lot of subscribers or views. I mean, it's nice and all, but is it going to put money in my pocket? I don't give a shit about the money. If I ever made money off this fucking website, I wouldn't give a shit. Never have, never will. I'm just doing videos from myself, and if people like it, that's great. If people don't, I don't give a shit. So, take that, and stick it straight up your fucking asses. And it is what it is. You think I'm fake? No, because I'm talking real shit right here. So deal with it. And if you can't deal with that, too fucking bad. And that's it. Alright. Anyway, I ranted for an hour, and I'm pretty pissed off, so I'm going to get out of here before I go more mental. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Leave your comments down below. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button and all that other good shit. Alright. I'll be back with my Tina review in a little later. But for now, I'm Peter Joseph signing off. And if you're not down with all I just said, because I ranted like no other motherfucker can, because I am the king. I am the rant god. I am the champion of all champions. I am Roman fucking Reigns, motherfuckers. Yeah, I'll go with that. I am the Roman Reigns of ranting on YouTube. Nobody can beat me, even if they fucking tried. And I'm not, and I repeat, not going to debate any motherfucker. I mean, if it's Joe Cronin, or Issa, or anybody else, yeah, I would maybe go do a little discussion with them. But anybody else, I don't give a fuck. Even if it's that schmuck JD. I don't give a fuck what they say. Or anybody else on this fucking website. I am the champion of champions, and I will remain the best ranter on YouTube. And if you think my channel is dead, I don't think so. I'm getting close to 500 subscribers on this channel. I got 467 now, so it's been up and down a little bit. But I should have way more. But I don't care. But pretty much on average, I get over between 100 and on a good day, whether it be a short or an actual rant, I get about between 100 and at most, maybe on a good, like I said, on a good day, 3,000 views. And it's good. I don't care if JD does his fucking rants and he gets like 10 to 20,000 views. I don't give a shit. Everybody's like, JD's better. JD's a bitch. JD's a fake fucking New Yorker. He does horrible commentary for House of Boring Wrestling. Seriously, I watched some of his commentary. It's boring. It's boring. He has really no freaking enthusiasm. I have better fucking commentary on my Peter Joseph channel, and Joe Cronin himself. Me and him combined wipe JD out. And pretty much every freaking, well, besides a few in the business, like JR. I mean, we could blow Excalibur out of the water. We could definitely blow, and I hate saying this, but my good friend Tony Schiavone, even Nigel McGuinness and Taz, and pretty much Michael Cole, you can kiss my ass. Because we bring passion, we bring knowledge, we bring sarcasm, we bring it all. Me and Joe Cronin could do a freaking promotion by ourselves on commentary, and nobody would beat us. We'd be like the Bobby Heenan, Gorilla Monsoon of any promotion. And that's a fact. And if you think you can do better commentary, I'd love to see it. I would really love to see it. I'm just saying. But me and Joe Cronin on commentary are gold. Ranting, Joe, I think me and Joe are pretty much even. Pretty much even with me and Joe. Joe does great rants once in a while. He's funny. He's on Monetize this. He's live right now. So, go check out Joe Cronin. Tell him I said hello. But in any case, that's all I gotta say about that. You think you can out-rant me? You can't. You can't. Because your arguments, they may have some points here and there, but overall, no. No. You think you're better than me, you think you can this and that, you can't do shit. Because this is all it is. Words. It's all words. No action behind the words. I mean, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Try to out-rant me on a video. Try to out-rant me. I dare anybody. But it won't matter. It won't matter. I'll watch it and maybe I'll critique it, but maybe I'll just laugh at it. But other than that, I don't care what anybody says about me and what anybody says about my rants or my thoughts, my videos. I don't give a shit. Because you just sit there on your fucking ass, 20, 30-year-old fucking douchebags living in your mom's basement, or wherever you may live, I don't give a shit. Have a better job than me, which I don't care about. And thinking you're better than me, when you're really not. Did I ever say I'm better than Joe Cronin? No, I never said that. Am I better than JD? I know I'm not, but do I care? No. I don't care how many fucking views I get on a Raw review. I don't care how many views I get on a SmackDown review. I don't care how many views I get on a rant, really. I mean, it's nice to get like 100 to 3,000. It's nice. But like I said, is YouTube gonna put money in my pocket? No. Do I care if I get monetization? No. I don't care that much about YouTube. I just do YouTube as a hobby. I'm not here to make friends. I know I made some good friends on here, like Issa and her community, and Joe Cronin, and other people that are, I feel that are good people, and they do good videos, and I praise them and everything. And I hate bringing them into things, but still, I think they're way better than a lot of people on YouTube. Way better. Better live streams, better watch-alongs, better this and that, than just watching somebody with 5 subs do a Raw review. And then make fucking fake accounts just because they have a beef with the guy. And then bring other people that should not even be in things with them. It's retarded. If you can't do anything one-on-one, then you're a fucking bitch. Point blank. Real talk, no cap. You're a fucking bitch. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, alright. Now I really am going to go. Thanks for watching, everybody. And until next time, if you really are not down with that, me and the prophecy and the purge, the greatest thing since sliced fucking bread. And we're real as can come. And if you don't believe me, ask Rosemary. It's true. But if you're not down with all that, then not me. Well, me and a whole bunch of other people, we all got 3 motherfucking words for you, and you will remember it until you fucking die. And that is, fuck you, man. Adios, motherfuckers. Until next time. Peace.